This is the symbology, the lecture we finished. So now we are going to symbology classification again. So I'm going to activate the classifications data frames, activate. So now we got the Cuyahoga County here. So let me see the PowerPoint. So the classification methods are used for the classifying the numeric fields for the graduate symbols. Okay, so it looks easy, but we have the little bit different. I mean, not different. There are a little bit like the in-depth explanation about it. So this is the how you can make the classifications. Okay, so to make the classification is very easy. So let's see here. We have the Cuyahoga County census tract population. Let me open attribute table. So now here we got 2016 population, white population, black, Asian, and others, right? This is census tract ID, 12 digit. Okay, so let me see here. Right click, go to property. So I'm going to go symbologies here. So first of all, when we change the color, we went to Cleveland, the neighborhood, and then we select the categories, right? But now, at this time, we already saw there's the population, like the quantitative number, quantitative value. So I'm going to select the quantities here. Then graduated color, I select this. I'm going to select 2016 population. Again, if you don't know what they are, I'm going to open the attribute table like this. I will put on here. Right click. I'm going to go to property. So now here you need to pay attention to this box and this the layer. So as I mentioned before, when we change the color and then we present all the neighborhood names, then we went to here Cleveland neighborhoods, then we selected the categories, and then we selected some like the neighborhood names. So if you select like the population 2016 like this, and then we got 446 census tract, and you will see 446 census tract on the list. We are not doing that. Okay, so at this point we are going to click the quantities. Okay, so quantities, I'm going to graduate color, the first one, and I'm going to select 2016, which is 2016, this one. Okay, so you can see like the ranges, computer generated the ranges. Okay, so let's click. We can change the color here, right? So what color you like, I don't know. Let me select this like this, and let me apply, and okay. So if you do this, you can here on the table of contents, you can see population 2016 0 to 1718, like here. I mean, maybe there are like those kind of range of population located in here, and this is the most populated area. This is like, it looks like the Strongsville somewhere, right? So this is how we can classify our data, these numbers. But the most important thing is how we can classifying the data is the important. It means here there are several different types of like the method. Okay, so first of all, like the natural break, this is like the clustering, which means like the ArcMap clusters like the high value and high value, the middle value, they cluster together. Okay, so we are not going to use the natural break often. Okay, so we are going to select, we are using quantile or equal or manual. Okay, we usually use quantile, equal and manual. Okay, so when you want to use like the quantile, equal and manual, there's no specific rule. You have to use quantile, you have to use the equal, you have to use the manual. But you need to know the structure of quantile. Okay, what does it mean? Like the quantile looks like this, like the interval between each data, the volume of the data are the volume of data pretty much similar, but interval of each data each classes are different. Again, the volume of data each class will be same or similar, but the interval will be different. That is quantile. Okay, so let me click OK and apply. So see, it looks different. It's different from the natural break. Okay, it's different. Okay, so which means between this and this, the number of data, the volume of data will be the similar. Okay, but as you can see here, like the interval of each class are different. Okay, so most of the time we are using quantile. Okay, most of the time we are using quantile. Okay, let's take a look at the equal interval. Let's take a look at this. Look at this. So even volume of each classes are different, but interval, they chop the same ranges. Okay, dark map chopping the data with the same interval. Okay, so if I click OK and I apply, it looks much different. Okay, it looks much different. Okay, so now let's take a look at again the manual, right? So you can do here manual. You can like the change number, like the, let's say 2000, 4000, 6000, and 8000, and 10,000. Click OK, and you can see if you click here, if you change this number, actually you change this number, this part. Okay, so if I click and apply and OK, then it looks like this. But look at here, something disappeared. Why? Because I'm going to go property, symbology again here, go to manual here again. That will say just like this. Okay, click OK. It shows up because this part is more than 10,000, but in our the manual classification, I did not I limited like the 10,000. So the problem of the manual, if you have like the several $1,000,000, $1,000,000,000 businesses, and then you need to explain your business plan to your client, and then you use the manual classification, so you manipulated something like this, you manipulated here, then you delivered wrong information. That is a crime. Okay, so you have to mention you use the manual classification on your map. So the next time I'm going to tell you the maybe week 3. So in terms of the classification, I'm going to tell you why you need to I mean, you know, I already told you why you have to say you use the manual classification. So week 3, you're gonna learn how to express. You use the manual classification on your map. Okay. So at this point, you don't need to worry about how to express, but you need to understand the manual classification. You need to be really careful. Okay. So actually, like you go to the classification and then you select the quantile and click OK and apply. So now you can see like this, right? So now I'm going to right click and go to property again. So here we are already using quantile. So if you go classifications, then if you touch here like this, and like if you say like 2000, see here, can you see here? Once you touch and change the number, it automatically change the manual. Okay, it automatically changed the manual. Okay, so now I'm going to click the quantile again, so we can select like the 5 class, 4 class. You can see depending upon how many classes you are selecting, that the enable is going to be changes. Like let's select the 10. So look at this. All this the number has been changed. So do not use like the 10 classes, too many. So the 5 will be enough. Okay, 5 will be enough. Okay, let's apply and okay. So I already showed you how to select the classification method. So you know, like the equal enable, maybe you can see like the how many girls and boys lives in the area. Maybe you use like the equal enable. I mean, yeah, equal enable. And then you can also like so you are going to decide what kind of classification you are going to use. So in your like the future project, okay. So there's no like the specific rule or like the rule you need to follow, okay. So I just showed you. Usually we are using quantile, and sometimes we're using equal enable and the manual. So those are the most important the classification method. So on your map, you need to express what kind of, you need to write down what kind of the classification method you used. Without that, the map is going to be really dangerous map, right? So that is important, okay? So on our PowerPoint here, I already make some the clicking instruction, also some explanations, quantile, so you can read this. Okay, this is important, but you know, question mark, I don't understand. But then now you need to understand, like here, you know, like the enable, this enable, this are different, but the volume of data pretty much similar or the same. Okay, same thing, equal enable. So I put explanation here, but maybe you can understand. Then you can see those kind of the graph. Okay, so they split the same ranges, but you know, the volumes are different. Okay, the data, the range is the same, right? So manual classification, I showed you how to change the number, and then you know, like the natural break, this is the clustering. So you're not using the natural break often. So this one is the comparison between the quantile and equal enable. It looks so different. Okay, so we have the same data, but it looks so different. This is quantile, this is equal enable. Okay, so this is a natural break, the manual. Okay, so like the 4,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, something like this. You know, it looks different. So look at this: quantile, equal enable, natural break, the manual. So most of the time you are going to use quantile. Okay, like this. So now I'm going to show you like the short lecture with like the map layout view. Okay. Uh, Before I finish this, I'm going to show you one simple things. So here we say we change the color here, right? So we click here and then we change the color. If you click this, it changes, right? The same thing here. If you click here, if you go to property, you can go to symbology. You can like flip the symbols. You can also reverse sortings. Okay. So I'm going to put it back again here. Put it back here. We need to do normalization. Yes, I'm sorry. Okay, so now I wanna know. Let me open. Yeah, I do not want to miss this. I wanna know white and black percentages. White and black percentages. Okay, so here, let me show you how to do normalizations. So you go to the properties, and I'm going to value is gonna be white, and I'm going to select quantile 5 classes, click OK. Right here, this is not the percentage yet. Okay, this is like just the plain normal, like the population ranges, right? So if I click this, we can see like this. As you can see here, white people lives here and black people lives here, you know. Then now I'm going to normalize white by total populations here, right? So I'm going to classifying again, quantile, click OK, and you click the label, left click, and format labels. Okay, format labels. I'm going to select the percentages and select the second circles. Go to numeric options. I don't want to have the 6 digit. I want to select just 1 digit. Okay, click OK. OK, and apply. So now we got percentage white population. Okay, so the dark brown, this is 9.15% to 99.6%, right? So we made like the quantile classifications, and then we made like the percentage map. So this is how to normalize. Yeah, I mean, actually normalize means you are going to divide your values by total or some other values, okay, in order to create the percentages. So ArcMap, in the ArcMap you can do here, go to symbology and then select your value, white, black, whatever, and then you select your total. At this point, it's total. Actually, we need to multiply 100, but automatically ArcMap does. So I'm going, if you select that, and then the classification automatically come back the natural break. So go to classification again, quantile, click OK. Right? Then after that, you click the label for the format labels, and then you're gonna go percentages, and the second circle numeric option, you can make the 1, or you just click 3, 2, 1. I just make 1 and click OK. This is the digit, number of a digit. Click OK. OK, apply. Then you can see here. If you want to see like the 10%, 20, 30, 40, 10, like the 20, 60, 80, 100, then you need to go here and you need to change here. So if you change here, you are changing this number, then it automatically goes to the manual. Okay, then you need to mention this is a manual classification, not the quantile. So let's do this. I say okay, 20%, 40%, 60%, 80%, 100%. Okay, apply and okay, and it looks like this. Okay, so you can see some area like here. Let's change it. You know, like here, this white area means no data. Why? This is the river, Industrial Valley. This is the airport. No one lives there. That's why no one lives on the water. No one lives on the taxiway, the airport. Okay, that's why we have no data. In the GIS, white means no data. Okay, white means no data. Okay, anyway, this is like the manual classification. You did 20%, 40%, 5 classes. Okay, if you want to make the full classes, you may do like the 25%, 50%, 75% and 100%, right? So this is how we can do classification, and we have learned the normalization too. Okay, so I'm going to explain the map layout. I will see you soon.